In terms of wellness, recovery, optimizing your life, there's a quote that kind of sums up the philosophy behind designing a life that benefits your growth. And the quote is something like, if you want to hear birds sing, don't buy cages. And we approach life oftentimes, we want to heal, we want to learn, we want to grow, we want to bring all this beautiful things into our lives, but we're not willing to do the work. We're not willing to take the necessary steps. We take the shortcut. I'm going to buy a cage so that I can hear birds sing. No, you want to hear birds sing, you got to go out, make the effort, go out into nature where the birds live, or you create and design a life that invites that. And creating that kind of life takes effort. Nothing comes easy that is worthwhile. And I want to share a little bit of what I do, some of my strategy I've already shared with you before, but this is my Sunday project. And in alignment with the topic of birds, I went out and bought additional hummingbird feeders. Why? Because I love seeing hummingbirds. And so I've got to create and design an environment that is going to bring that into my life. So if you want to bring love, happiness, peace, particularly peace and calm in your life, you've got to go out and design it. You have to go out and make it happen. And sometimes in the making it happen, it means you've got to remove certain other elements. And those elements are sometimes things that you are comfortable with, even though they're not beneficial. You know them, they're familiar, they're comfortable, yet you're not willing to remove them. Kind of a catch-22. So go inward, analyze. What part do I need to change in me to invite wellness, healing, and growth? And I understand it is easy to get caught up in the daily routines of life that take away from the things that you need to do, but it's up to you. How important is your wellness to you? And if you do want to feel and find peace, you've got to commit to designing a life around it. There are plenty of things I could be doing today. I could be making excuses because I've got to do this and I've got to do that, and then I couldn't. You've got to commit. What do I need in my life that's going to bring me value, that's going to bring me peace? And I'm going to commit to carving out time in my day. Wherever I have those moments in my day, I've got to carve out time to make it happen. Otherwise, 5 years later, you're going to be in the same place you are today, wanting and wishing and desiring certain things would happen without having made the effort. Healing and recovery take work, they take commitment, they take dedication. Just like any dream, goal, ambition, you've got to commit, you've got to make it your priority. And the other aspect is in terms of finances and time. Again, you've got to make that sacrifice. I've invested some money in buying some new planters, some soil. And if you're on a tight budget, then you've got to make that sacrifice and decide, you know what? I'm going to have 10 less Starbucks this month. And that money that I'm saving, I'm going to invest in me. So growth requires sacrifice. Hello, baby. Hello, my love. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? And this investment right here, whenever I sit in my backyard and I see birds, hummingbirds in particular, they make me smile. So I know this is something that makes me feel good about myself and makes me feel good about life. Any activity that brings you joy, brings you peace and calm, makes you smile, even if for a moment, do more of it, double the dose, triple the dose, because your objective is to design a life that is only filled with things that bring you joy. And while you're doing that, remove everything and anything that doesn't make you feel good. That includes people. If you're a people pleaser and you have trouble placing boundaries, that's a big challenge. But you've got to start looking inward and understanding, what do you need? What do you deserve? And you know what? I deserve to see hummingbirds in my backyard. And so I'm going to make it happen. I'd like to invite you, challenge you to spend the next week, the next month, hyper focused on your wellness and see what happens, and you'll reap the benefits. If you have trouble with accountability, with discipline, reach out, DM me, use me as your coach. I would love to work with you to help you along your journey of empowerment, of recovery, and healing.